Hello guys, now we'll study the class 8th NCRT Resources and Development Chapter 2 Land, Soil, Water, Natural Vegetation and Wildlife Resources. Here we will study all this thing about the land, soil, water, natural vegetation and wildlife resources. In a small village in Tanzania, Africa, Mama gets up very early in the morning to fetch water. Okay, what it's saying, it's a story about the small village which is located in Africa, Tanzania. Okay, here Mama, she got very early to fetch the water. She has to walk a long way and returns after a few hours. Okay, so taking the water, she has to work, means उसे पानी लेने जाने के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा दूर तक पैदल जाना पड़ेगा और वो वहाँ से काफ़ी देर में रिटर्न आती है. She then helps her mother in the house and joins her brothers in a taking care of their goats. Okay, what it's saying ki like she helps after returning from the taking water, and after when she returns she has to also take care of the goats who are living in her home, and mother in her house and joins her brother also join. All her family owns in a piece of rocky land around their small hut. Okay, so where does how does their family lives? They are living in a piece of rocky land, that is very small land, and there is a small hut. Mama's father can barely grow some maize and beans on it after toiling hard. See, it's talking about her, this girl's life, like Mama's. What, how does his father's doing, what is his father occupation? So Mama's father can be grow barely, okay, and some maize and beans after toiling the hard. Like this is not enough to feed their family for the whole year. This like this amount, after doing this much hard work, so the amount of crop production happen from this small patch of land, that is basically not sufficient for the whole year. Pater lives in a herd of sheep rearing region in New Zealand, where his family runs a wool processing factory. See, Pater is some other person, and he lives in a herd of sheep rearing region in New Zealand. Okay, where his family runs a wool processing factory. Where his family runs a wool processing factory. Every day when he returns from school, Pater watches his uncle taking care of their sheep. Okay, so every day when Petters returns from a school, he watches his uncle that he is taking care of this ship. Now the, yeah, just a minute. Okay, the shipyard is situated on a wide grassy plains with the hills in the far distance. So where is this the ship's yard is located? This is located in the wide grass plain with the hills in the far distance. Now moving to the next line, it is managed in a scientific way using the latest technology. Okay, so here the person who's taking care of the ship, they is used to manage the scientific way using by using the latest technology. Pettis family also grow vegetable through organic farming. So here you can see like their parents, Pettis family is also growing the organic farming. Okay, just by using the some organic manure. Mama and Peter stay in a two different parts of the world and lead very different life. Just take the example about the mama, the girl which saw the above story, whose house is located in Tanzania, a small portion of Africa continent, and Pater, who is also studying, staying in some another part, okay, in New Zealand. They are both are locating in a different parts of the world, and their life is different. This differences is because of the differences in the quality of land, soil, water, natural vegetation, animals and uses of technology. So how this basically their life is different, a difference there. So their life is different because the quality of land, soil, water and natural vegetation, animal and uses of technology, the ability of such resources is main reason place differ from each other. So basically what is the reason, and we can see the differences here, that is the ability of such resources. Now we'll move to the first resource. Here is just a one in box, some statement is given, we'll go through it. 90% of the world population occupies only 30% of the land area, the remaining 70% of the land is either sparsely populated or uninhabited. If we talk about the widely spread of the population in the over the land surface, that is a 90%. Okay, only the 90% of world population occupies the 30% of land area. See, suppose this is a whole area of the land surface, so just only the 30% land area is occupied by the 90% people, and the rest is only occupies the 10% people. So you can just see the distribution of land surface by the people. Now the remaining 70% of land is either sparsely populated or uninhabited. Okay, now logging desert area, thick forested areas are normally sparsely populated or uninhabited. If we talk about the logging area, desert area, thick forested areas, they are normally sparsely populated or uninhabited. Plains and rivers, valleys offer suitable land for the agriculture. If we talk about the plain, river, valley, they basically offer a suitable land for the agriculture. Like, see, river area, plain area, valleys area, they are the good for the agriculture production. Hence these are the densely populated areas of the world. It's so, see, why we just saw there is a, if this is a earth surface, only the 30% population is a densely populated, why the 70% population is a sparsely populated. Reason, because here the land surface which is available is not suitable for the agriculture production. If it is not suitable for the agriculture, either it is a mountain area sorry or a coastal area, then it is a not suitable for agriculture. So how the people's survival is possible? Hence this hence these are the densely populated area. Okay, now moving to the next topic. First we saw the topic, that is a land. Now we will go to the land use. What is the use of land? Land is used for the different purpose such as agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, roads, and setting up of industry. So here the use of land is differ from place to place. It has a different use, like land is used for the agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, roads, and setting up of industry. So basically these are the use of land. So these are used for the agriculture purposes, forestry, mining, and just let me, yeah, here agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, setting off of industry. This is commonly termed as a land use. So using of these places is known as land use. Can you list out the different ways in which Mama's and Peter's family use their land? So you can just see the how they use the land surface. The use of land is determined by physical factors such as topography, soil, climate, minerals, and availability of water. So the uses of land is basically determined by the physical factors such as topography, soil, climate, minerals, availability of water. Human factors such as population and technology are also important determinants of land use pattern. Like, see, apart from the physical factors, just like a topography, soil, climate, minerals, and availability of water, there are also the some human factors such as the population, technology. They also play the important role in determining the use of land pattern. Now, land can also be classified on the basis of ownership as a private land and community land. Okay, so land can be also be classified in the different categories, like it can be classified in the ownership, okay, or private land or community land. Suppose a land is a private land and community land, which is owned by the private people, which is owned by the community people. Now, private land is owned by the individual, whereas the community land is owned by the community for common use, like a collection of food, fruits, nuts, or medicinal herbs. See, private land is a kind of land. Suppose Ram is a person, he has his own land, so that will comes under the private land. And the community land is a land surface which is owned by the for some the specific purpose, like the growing of the take example of fruits, mango, for the some commercial uses. Now, okay, private land is owned by the individual, whereas community land is owned by the community for a common use, like collection of food, fruits, nuts, medicinal herbs. These community lands are also called the common property resources. So this community lands are also known as common property resources. People and their demands are ever growing, but the availability of land is limited. People and their demands are growing ever day by day, but the availability of land is limited. The quality of land also differ from place to place. The quality of land is also different from place to place. As take example, at some place this the quality of land is good, but some other place the quality of land is not good. People started encroaching the common lands to the build up the commercial area, housing complexes in the urban areas, and expand the agricultural land in the rural area. See, what happened basically. See, take example of India itself. Okay. So if we talk about the India, so mainly this portions are densely populated area. Reason, if we talk about like this, okay, reason, this places is basically mainly suitable for the most of the purposes like agriculture, okay, crop production, human settlement, human settlement, okay, in setting of the industries. Today, the vast changes in the land use pattern also reflect the cultural changes in our society. So, if we talk about the today's scenario, so today is what is happening. The land use pattern is continuously changing. So, it also reflecting the cultural changes in our society. Now, land degradation, landslides, soil erosion, desertification are the major threats to environment because of the expansion of agriculture and construction activities like land degradation, landslides, soil erosion, desertification. These four features, land degradation, landslide, soil erosion, desertification, they are the major threat of the environment because expenses of agriculture and construction activities are increasing, or their expenses are increasing due to this four major factors. Now let's do the talk to the some elderly person in your family or neighborhood and collect information about the changes in the land use over the years in the place where you live. Okay, so what is the activities here? What you have to do, you have to talk to some elderly person in your family or neighborhood, or collect the information about the changes in the land use over the years in the place where you live. Display your findings on the bulletin boards in your classroom. Now moving to the next part. First topic is conservation of a land resources. Growing population and their ever growing demand has led to a large scale destruction of the forest cover and arable land, and has created a fear of losing this natural resources. See, under the conservation of land resources, what is saying, like growing of a population, ever growing demand. Okay, as the population, we all know, as the population is growing, their demand is also growing, and this led to the destruction of forest cover, arable land, and also created a losing of this natural resources. Now therefore the present rate of degradation of land must be checked. Okay, so that's the reason there we need to check the present rate of degradation. Afforestation, land reclamation, regulated use of chemical pesticides, fertilizers, and checks on the overgrazing are some of the common methods used to conserve the land resources, like afforestation, land reclamation, regulated use of chemical pesticides, fertilizers. If we do all this four things, what is the afforestation, land reclamation, regulated use of chemical fertilizers, pesticides and fertilizer, it basically decrease the over and checks the overgrazing. Okay, it's overgrazing. What is the overgrazing? Some animals are overgrazing it, so that basically soil get easily spread from one places. They are basically common method to use the conserved land. Once we will hear is first is the afforestation, okay, second is the land reclamation, third is the regulated use of chemical, okay, and regulated use of chemicals, and third is the regulated use of pesticides. Now we'll move to the, here is a weathering. What is a weathering? The breaking up and decay of the exposed rocks of the temporary changes for frost action, plants, animals, and human activity. Weathering is a breaking up of and decay of exposed rocks. Suppose there is some rocks, and when it get breaked, so that the that particular place amount is displaced to the other place, that is known as weathering. Now soil, we have already studied the first phenomena, that is a land. Now we'll move to the soil. The thin layer of the granary substance covering the surface of the earth is called the soil. Okay, what is the soil basically here? What soil is a granary substance covering the earth's surface. It is closely linked to the land. Basically soil is closely linked to the land. Landform determine the type of soil. Basically what does the landform determine? It determines the type of soil. What is the type of soil is? Soil is made up of organic material, minerals, weathered rocks found on the earth. Soil is basically made up of many things. Just it is made up of like organic substance, okay, minerals, some dust part, all this thing. Now this happens through the process of weathering. The right mix of minerals and organic matters make the soil fertile. See, if there is a proper way of weathering, okay, we see weathering is obviously a bad phenomenon for the soil. Okay, it is a bad phenomenon, but sometimes if it happens in a good amount or good particular places, at a good particular places, then it also takes the formation of new soil. Now here is just one study is given, landslide. We'll study about the what is the landslide and how does it affect. Landslides are simply defined as the mass movement of rock, debris or earth down a slope. Landslides means mass movement of rocks, debris, earth down or slope. They often take place in conjunction with the earthquakes, floods, volcanoes. So what is the result of landslide? Sometimes if there is a landslide, see, just we will talk about this is the earth, okay, earth plate. Under this there are multiple plates. These plates are moving towards each other. There is some forces developed, okay. So what happens, suddenly the some portion of land get rushed from one place to another, that is basically landslide. So they what is the result of landslide? Earthquake, floods, volcanoes. A prolonged spell of rainfall can cause heavy landslides that can block the flow of river for a quite some time. Like if there is a long time rainfall, if there is a long term rainfall, then can cause a heavy landslide and that can block the flow of river quite sometimes. Just take the example, this is a stream of river, okay, what is flowing through this stream, okay, and here is some mountain area, okay, or I take the example of some buildings. Some due to the landslides, this building come in between of river, so obviously the stream of water will be get diverted and it will stop the flow of a stream. Now the formation of river blocks can cause havoc to the settlement downstream on its bursting. Like formation of river blocks, when there is a river blocks, it can cause the havoc settlement downstream on the bursting. In the hilly terrain, landslides have been major and widely spread natural disaster that often strike life and property and occupy a position of major concern. See, if we talk about the hilly terrain landslides, we talk about the hilly terrain landslide, what does happen? It widely spread the natural disaster. If there is a landslide, terrain landslide happen, then it will be suddenly the natural disaster will be happen. Now the often strike life, property and occupy a position of major concern. See, what happen if there is a lots of disaster? Obviously the life will be get into the threat. Now a case study is given. A massive landslide hit a Pangi village in a Rekong Pio in Kannur district of Himachal Pradesh. It's talking about the some incident which have been already happened in the some part of India. Like we are here talking about the Himachal Pradesh. Like a village name is a Rekong P, which is in Kinnaur district, and that damages the 200-meter stretch of old Hindustan Tibet Road National 200-meter stretch of old Hindustan Tibet Road National Highway 22. See, this massive landslide hit this has heated the Pangi village, which is located in the Kannur district of Himachal Pradesh. So what was the destruction wide? How far this has destructed? It has a 200-meter stretch of the old Hindustan Tibet National Highway 22. This landslide was triggered by the intense blasting at a Pangi village. So this landslide, how this it was triggered? There was an intense blasting was in the Pangi village. Due to the blasting, this weak zone of slope collapsed and caused intense damage to the road and nearby villages. See, due to the blasting, this weak zone of slope get collapsed and caused the intense damage to the road and nearby village. The Pangi village was completely vacated to avoid any possible loss of life. See, basically what happened, this obviously this village was basically completely vacated. Why? Because if there was some people remain, so obviously their life will be get into threatened, and to avoid the any possible loss of life, even the flora and fauna, all this kind of. Now, mitigation mechanism. What is a mitigation? Advancement in the scientific technique has empowered us to understand what factors cause the landslide and how to manage them. See, due to not due to, it's a good cause of introduction actually. Due to the advancement of scientific technique, one thing I empowered, like it has empowered to understand what the factor cause the landslide. What are the factor which causes the landslide? How this landslides are then managed? Some broad mitigation techniques of the landslides are as follows. See, mitigation mechanisms, there are some guidelines. Suppose if there is some pre-news about the landslide in nearby in your area, so there are some mechanisms which has been mentioned, which can be followed in order to avoid the certain circumstances in the mitigation mechanism. Now, hazard mapping to locate areas prone to landslide. Hence, such areas can be avoided for building settlement. See, first is locate the area which has come under the dangerous area, and there that will be the location will be prone landslide. Hence, such areas can be avoided for the building settlement. See, take the example of just India's map. Okay, see, this is the India map. Okay, and this is the Gujarat area. We all know the earthquake is basically prone in the Gujarat area. So obviously there the some mitigation has been mentioned, and with the help of this mitigation, some instruction has been given, and that is avoidable. Now we'll move to the second topic: construction of retention wall to stop land from slipping. Like what we have to do, we have to construct a retention wall. Retention wall, basically the wall which basically they are like they have a tendency, matlab they have a bearable nature, okay, to stop the land from slipping. If the land is slipping, this retention wall helps them to does not slip, means basically उनके flow को वो क्या करती है, वो रोक देती है. Now, increase in the vegetation cover to arrest landslide. See, if there is a lots of vegetation cover, what will be happen? The soil will be get fixed by the roots of many trees, and that's arrest the landslides. Now, the next mitigation is the surface drainage control works to control the movement of landslide along with the rainwater and spring flow. Like if we talk about the surface drainage, it controls the movement of landslide along with the rainwater and spring flows. If there is a rainwater and spring flow, the surface drainage will control the movement of the landslide. Okay, so till here we have understand the many things, like we have studied about the land, what is the land, okay, and what is the use of land, which is things come under the use of land, and then we have see the conservation of land, then we talk about the soil. So basically he will we will revise it what once what we have studied. So basically first we have studied the land. Land is any surface which covers the upper part of portion. Okay, so that is land. We saw the here's the some this is the area of land surface. Okay, so over the 30% only 90% people settlement is happened, but under the 70% only the 10%. So you can just see the how the distribution of land is differ from place to place, and there are the lots of factors which depends upon the distribution of land surface, that are the climate, temperature, okay, mountains, low lying area, and some other things. Okay, now what is the land use? Land use is is a part of land which comes under the usable category. Okay, now we saw here the two examples through the two stories, Mamas and Peters. Mamas families were located in African countries, Tanzania, and the Peters family, they were located in New Zealand. So both family, how do they manage the uses of land? All these things we saw. Then we study the conservation of land. See how the why the conservation of land is resources, because the lots of things are happening which are not deforestation is happening. Okay, and we talk about the like commercialization is increasing. Okay, urban areas peoples are also increasing, land degradation is increasing, landslide, soil erosion, all these are increased. That's why there is a needs of conservation of land resources. Now what are the things through which we can conserve the land resources? They are afforestation, land reclamation, regulated use of chemical pesticides, fertilizers, all this. Next what we read about the soil. So soil is basically thin layer of grainy substance which cover the surface of earth is called the soil, and it soil is basically closely linked to the land. And here we saw the how this are the forms, and here after that we saw here the causes of the land happening on the land surface, that is a landslide. We study about the landslide, what is a landslide. Okay, and here, yeah, how does this landslide has destructed, and then we saw the what are the mitigation has been taken to reduce this landslide, so that in future if there is any landslide is coming, so हम उसको मिटिगेशन कुछ है जिसके गाइडलाइंस के अकॉर्डिंग क्या कर सकते हैं, वी कैन प्रोटेक्ट इट. सो आई होप यू हैव अंडरस्टैंड दिस एंड एंजॉय दिस क्लासेस. वेल कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्लास विद द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक.